Hello, my lovely people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on your location or anytime you are coming across this video. My name is Tochi and you are watching Tochi's channel. If it is your first time and you like what I do here, please, after watching, subscribe. If you are watching from Facebook, follow the page, put on your notification bell so that you'll be getting updates from me. And what do I do here? I talk about life in Germany. I talk about motherhood. I help women, especially those who find it difficult to conceive, by teaching them how to calculate their ovulation, their fertile days, or if they have hormonal issues, so that they can fix it and become pregnant like every other women. This is what I do in this platform. If you like it, please subscribe. So I want to seize this opportunity to appreciate each and every one of you out there. You that is watching me, may God Almighty bless you. You that is sharing my videos, you that is commenting, you that has been praying for me, especially this period of my giving birth. May God Almighty bless you all. I love you all. Like you guys know, yesterday we were discharged from the hospital. I gave birth last week Saturday and I was supposed to go home on Monday, but something came up. I shared the story. They discovered that my son have jaundice, so we need to stay about 2 days or 3 days more for them to clear this from his system. So yesterday we were discharged, and today they asked us to go to the children's doctor to also check if it is coming down or going high. But I pray it's going down, because the result is not yet out. So I want to use this opportunity to share to you my birth story, how I give birth, how the labor started. How do I know that I am in labor? Well, before, people used to tell me that every child comes in their own different way, but I don't believe it. I thought that they are the same, what you felt when you give birth to the first, second is the same thing that you will feel, but it's different. Even the pregnancy journey of this one differs from other pregnancies. Even this pregnancy differs from my other pregnancies. After giving birth to this my son, and I realized and I believe this saying that says every child comes in their own ways. And this tells you that every one of us have our unique nature. You shouldn't copy others. You shouldn't compete with others. You shouldn't try to be like others. What you should do is to find out that unique thing about yourself and work on it. You will achieve your goal. So before, there's two signs that I do see. I will know that labor have started. I was waiting to see that sign before I can confirm that labor have started, but I didn't see it. So let's get into the gist. On Friday morning or night, this was when the labor started, but I didn't call it labor because like I said before, I was trying to see the signs that I saw in other pregnancies before I could confirm it. So I went to bed around 9 o'clock. I started feeling sharp pains, something like contraction, but I didn't believe because my due date have not yet come. I was scheduled to deliver next year. So all these things made me, when I feel pain, I will feel like maybe I have stressed myself so much. I didn't even believe, I couldn't even believe that I will give birth on Saturday, because one, I was waiting for some signs. Secondly, according to the date, it's still far. So, but then I was telling my doctor that you said next year, I see myself that I'm going to deliver by the ending of this December. So on that Friday, I went to bed. I started feeling pain, uncomfortable. I was enduring it. It's pure labor that was doing me, but I didn't understand it because of my belief that I must see this. Because my mother, when I give birth for the first time, that was my first experience. I told my mother the signs I saw. My mother said, immediately you see blood, you know that the labor have started. You should go to the hospital immediately. And sometimes I hear people say, if water broke, you know that the baby is coming. So in my own case, I always see blood. Like my first son, I was at home. When the labor started, it didn't even start with pains. But what I noticed that I went to pee, I saw something like a nose, coming out from my body. Then I was waiting for blood, which my mother told me. So the second time I went and I saw blood, that was when I started feeling pains. Then we went to the hospital, and within some couple of hours, I delivered. My second pregnancy, the same thing. So now this one I was waiting, despite the fact that I was in pain. You see, stubbornness is not good. Despite the fact that I was in pain, I was still waiting to see this sign. If not, I would have given birth at home. Maybe you people would have seen me in news that a woman from Africa or Nigeria have given birth at home. So on that Friday, it started. I was trying to endure it. I didn't tell my husband because I know that once I tell him now, he'll say, let's go to the hospital. I don't like going to the hospital. When you go, they will check. They will say your body is 8 centimeter, is 6 centimeter. Go and come back. I don't want that. Me, I'm the type of person, if I want to do something, I do it straight. I don't want to do it half. Go today, come back tomorrow. Your body have not opened. It remains small. I don't want it. I want immediately I go, I will give to bed. And that is how I've been doing it. So I endured that Friday night. That was when Thursday night. That was when the pure labor started. I was enduring it. So Friday morning now, I have to take the children to the school, and my son's supposed to close early that day. So in the morning, when I now noticed, when I started feeling that, oh, this could be labor, was in the morning, I went to drop my son. All of a sudden, I couldn't walk again. I couldn't walk. My leg cannot move. I was like, what is this? So I saw somebody, my son's friend from his former kindergarten, and the parents were going to school. I said, please help me to take my son to school. I can't walk. I need to go back home. The man said, okay, no problem. And I told my son, he took my son to school. I managed. Before, it took me 1 hour. Something that is not up to 2 minutes to my home, to my house. It took me 1 hour to walk down to the house. So now, on that Friday night, that was when the labor started. And the labor will humble you. No matter how strong, I endured Thursday on, but this Friday on, I couldn't endure it. So because of that, I was feeling lazy. My husband said, won't you go to the hospital? You are not too strong the way I know you. You are just doing like somebody who wants to put to bed. So I said, okay. I said, maybe because I stressed myself too much today, I need to go to bed early. I went to bed around 10 o'clock. Immediately I lie down on the bed. This thing started. I endured it around 2 p.m. It couldn't. The thing keep pushing. I said, this is labor. I went to wake my husband up. I said, this is getting out of hands. Maybe we should go to the hospital. So my husband said, okay, go and dress up. One might say, what if you go to the hospital again, they check you, they say this contraction, you should be coming back the other day. I just relaxed. I was enduring this thing until around 4:30. I went to pee. I saw blood. I said, yes. Immediately I pee. I said, honey, it's time now. It's time, the baby is coming. He said, I told you since to go and dress up. You see now, you want us to be in a hurry. Who will come and take care of our children now? I told you since, assuming you dress up. I said, but then it's still 2 a.m. Who will you call? So I went to dress up. So I'm telling you my story, my birth story, how I give birth, so that you will be learning the signs that will tell you are about to put to bed. So I went to dress up. As I was dressing, I was feeling reluctant, So immediately I finished wearing my clothes. For me to come out to the door, the water broke. Bam! I saw something that, as if they shook something, what I had in my body. Bam! I saw water started coming out. I called my husband. I said, how my water have broke. My husband said, you see when they tell you something, you'll be stubborn. Let's go. I'm not a doctor. Before you call ambulance now, they will come. Who will tell you push? Who will hold the baby? Let's go. So thank God. You see, anywhere you are, if you're in Germany, if you're in European country, or you are in all this country that you don't have a helper or somebody who will be there for you, please try to make a friend. I will advise you to make friend of white, because our African people here, they cannot help you. Even if you are dying, if you call them before they will come here, you might have died. So we called one of our friends, German friend, immediately. Before I opened my eyes and closed it, she was there at my home. Then she stayed with the children and we flew to the hospital. The hospital is not, it's about, let me say, 15 minutes drive from our home. So we went there. Immediately we went there. They checked, they say it's 8 centimeters something. So before you know it, we arrived at the hospital maybe by 5 o'clock. So around 5:50, I delivered. So this is my best story. And if you are a man or a child, please respect your mother. It's not easy. This journey, it's just that I'm saying it. It looks as if it is easy. It's not easy. Labor itself is not easy. Pushing out a baby is not easy. But in everything, I give God all the glory. So this is how the journey started, and this is how it ended. And I want to appreciate God Almighty, because it's only Him who can do this. It's only God can preserve you from the first day you become pregnant in 9 months to the extent of pushing it. Some people, when pushing, they will pass away. Some people, either many circumstances surrounding pregnancy and delivery. But here I am today. Even some people saw me. I went out today to buy something. Some people saw me. They were like, I told them that I've given birth. They couldn't believe that. They say, you are so strong like this. Nobody know that you are pregnant. I don't know why people don't notice that I'm pregnant. Even my neighbor here, when I give birth to my daughter, she saw me and said, who owns the baby? I said, it's my baby. She said she never knew that I was pregnant. This is the person that I always see every day. Even this one that I give birth now, she also says she didn't know that I was pregnant. So I don't know, maybe it's from my body. People who have West, they always carry their pregnancy in the West. Maybe that is why people are not noticing it. So this is my best story. I want to appreciate all of you. I want to pray for all the trying to conceive Mother Elias TTC, that God in His infinite mercy will bless, give you that gender that you are looking for. And meanwhile, we have a lot of testimony here. I'm going to be posting them. Thank you so much. So this time around, you don't expect me to be making up. I am still in a stress. We are going to be managing this ugly face like this until I regain myself. Don't mind me sitting here making video. I'm just trying to be strong, but it's not easy. So thank you so much. I love you all.